every time. Let's start off with some classic ramp faces. Alright, so let's say you find yourself in this situation under an opponent's ramp they are holding. You can actually phase through it the second time you break it while running at it, although it's not the smartest play to make. The same can be applied in other similar situations wherever you find yourself in what I would call an acute angle. Now, if you crouch under a ramp and jump into breaks, break out of a cone diagonally, or break out going up a ramp, you'll phase immediately. Okay, now that we know how to phase outside of someone's build, let's move on to phasing into someone's build by starting off with some of the classic methods into the new ones. So in case you still haven't mastered the old classic phasing technique that was just played, let's compare these two frames. Compare how zoomed in frame 2 is compared to frame 1. You want to hit the wall when you're in frame 1 and you'll phase in right after frame 2 when you get pushed in by the ramp. Here's a more modern version of this method. Edit your ramp the way I do, and now you are protected to take the wall. Don't get piece control. Now quickly reset the ramp and exploit in. Moving on to the newer exploits, you're gonna want to literally just jump through the build. Alright, maybe it's not that simple, but it sure is easy. Timing in this method is crucial, and it's very easy to mess it up if you overthink it. Just jump and shoot when you're about to touch the wall, that's it. A common mistake is to jump or shoot too early. This running gun method is literally broken. It's the ultimate phasing method, but there's one more, and that's phasing in the box from above. Just like the previous phasing method, timing is key. Let's have a look at the two frames once again. On frame 1, Robo Chicken is falling. That's exactly when you want to swing your pickaxe, as you're falling. And by frame 2, you're already phasing with all the momentum you just gained from falling down. Moving on to the next subject, movement. If you don't know what double movement is, basically for us keyboardists, we can only run in 3 directions, which is forward, diagonally to the left, and diagonally to the right. By using double movement software, you will get to maximize your movement by being able to now run fully to your left and to your right. It makes the game easier to it. Let's get it installed. On your search engine, search for Wooting double movement and it should pop up. Alright, I'll let Jaren take it from here.
And made it free to use for everyone on Fortnite. Really good as well. What you're gonna do is press the first one. It says download now. Click it. You should see the download in the bottom left of your screen. It also explains everything, which I'm gonna do as well. This page is so helpful, and I'll show some of this extra stuff after. Once it downloads, double click on it. It's gonna install the emulator for you. And
Thank you, Jaren, but no, you will not be explaining anymore. Okay, so now you should have Wooting open. You're gonna need to follow the instructions. First, you're gonna disable WASD on keyboard. So you're gonna go to settings, and whatever you use for WASD, you're gonna want to just take it off, select apply, and then for step 2, it says lock input as mouse. So you're gonna go over here to mouse and keyboard, and you're gonna select lock input method as mouse. Okay, now you should be able to move in game again if you couldn't before, and you can start using the double movement right here. So by default, it's gonna be at 100. What that means is that you can strafe all to your right while running. But you're gonna want to use it between 100 to 62, because the 62, you can see how I'm running right. Now I'm running left, running right, and my running doesn't stop. However, if I switch it to 100 now, when I try switching, I'm moving so much to the right. When I switch to the left, it cancels my sprint. And now if I put the strafe angle all the way to 0, so that would be basically not using double movement, I can only run this direction. I have to turn now to face his builds. It just feels completely awful. Don't play without the movement, please. So that's basically everything you should know. Last thing I guess is to never click on the sun right here. Just don't do that. Speaking of the movement, it is insane when combined with piece control, and I cannot explain to you how much it improved me. But we're gonna give Jaren a second chance to let him explain some more piece control.
In this example, I'm above. You kind of have to think, what pieces is he looking to take from me? In this case, it would be a cone right here, a floor right here, potentially even this ramp, which he could put a cone. Now, if he edits, he has nothing to take on me. Well, except this wall, actually. What could he place? Literally, look at this. I have everything. And I know people are going to say, but dude, you wasted 30 extra mats. Guess what? That's better than dying. This man has absolutely nothing to take on me. A lot of bad players, or at least players that wouldn't really realize it, they would make the edit taken diz, and they wouldn't have a cone in their box. You could piece that up, turn counter piece control to actual piece control, and then dump on this little nerd.
Well said, Jaren, well said. I want to emphasize it is important you place everything you can, especially the wall, because it's extremely annoying when you just make a good edit on someone and you just get walled off. Here's a cool trick. You can place piece control into someone's box when taking their wall if you just quickly switch to your ramp right as you replace the wall. You should give this one a try. If you stand in the corner of all the walls, you can't really get piece control, and it's just funny seeing people making 1,000 edits all for nothing. Okay, I kind of stole this one from a friend, but I'm pretty sure it's been out for a while. When someone makes a window edit with the cone into your box, crouch behind it and they won't be able to see you. Don't overcomplicate your lives. A peanut butter edit will leave you more exposed than a window edit in some situations. Lastly, start practicing your aim. Raider has some really good maps to do this. Before I end the video, I want to let you guys know I've linked some helpful videos in the description similar to this one, and a quick word for those trying to go pro watching this. You can improve, you can go pro, it's not impossible, but it all comes down to how much time and effort you put in. I linked the video on how to go pro for Fortnite. Just understand, practicing things you are uncomfortable doing is really important. So if you aren't motivated enough, good luck, because it's really hard to learn something you aren't interested in. And just make sure you treat yourself good so that when you practice, you're not zoning out and you're actually learning focused in the game. But that's gonna be it for today's video. Leave a like if you found it helpful, or just to let me know that you made it to the end of the video. Leave a comment about literally anything, please. You can follow my socials. I'm very lonely there, and subscribe with notifications so you don't miss out on my future uploads. Peace out.